Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector. The funding for development of LCA Mark2 prototype, including the flight testing and certification, has been cleared by Cabinet Committee on Security on 1st September 2022. This has expedited the development of the fighter jet program. In the last few months, the development of LCA Mark2 has also gained huge momentum, as we can see multiple tenders and statement of work which has been released by ADA and HAL related to LCA Mark2 program. ADA is looking to acquire the data acquisition system for LCA Mark2. It has also released the purchase inquiry with Safran for software modification of UVDR airborne units and GRS for LCA Mark2. UVDR is designed by Safran Data Systems, and it is a unified data recorder which is already integrated with LCA Tejas. The UVDAR Mark II variant is integrated with SP25 and LSP8 of LCA Mark 1A aircrafts. It has been flight tested on both the aircrafts and has been found satisfactory, based on which ADA has released the purchase order of UVDR Mark II for LCA Mark II. ADA has also released the statement of work for design and development of low-profile heads-up display for LCA Mark II. The major milestone in LCA Mark II program was the Memorandum of Understanding between HAL and GE for F414 engine. In June 2023, this MOU was signed to produce 99 F414 engines for LCA Mark II. The deal will involve 80% of transfer of technology and is estimated to worth around $1 billion, which is still under negotiation. The deal is considered as a game changer due to the extent of technology transfer. The TOT for F414 will cover 11 critical areas, which includes machining and coating of single crystal turbine blades, fabrication of powder metallurgy discs, inertia friction welding for fan and afterburner, laser drilling technology for combustor, special coatings for corrosion and erosion, machining and coating of ceramic matrix composites for nozzle, guide vanes, flaps and other parts, machining of thin-walled titanium casing, polymer matrix composites for bypass duct and bottle boring of shafts. The local production of F414 engines will result in Mark II jets having indigenous content of 75% compared to 55 to 60% in Mark 1A and 50% in Mark 1. HAL will set up a new engine complex for producing the F414 engines. The deal between HAL and GE is expected to be concluded in a year timeline, and the first lot of F414 engines will be made in India 3 years after GE and HAL concludes the deal. The LCA Mark II is reported to take its first flight by 2025 and the production ready by 2028-29. As we all know that Indian Air Force will lose its 3 squadrons of Jaguars and 3 squadrons of MiG-21 Bison by 2030. The loss of 6 squadrons will be fulfilled by addition of 83 LCA Tejas Mark 1A, which has been ordered, and 97 more which is under consideration. HAL is even considering to do early delivery of LCA Mark 1A and ramp up its production rate to 24 aircrafts per year. The LCA Mark II will further boost the Indian Air Force squadron strength and will replace the fleets of MiG-29 and Mirage 2000 when they are slated to decommission. The Air Force has committed for 6 squadrons of LCA Mark II in Phase 1 and additional 4 squadrons in Phase 2. Now, let's talk about the features and capabilities of LCA Mark II in detail. The LCA Mark II is going to be state-of-art multi-role all-weather supersonic fighter aircraft. It will be 4.5th generation aircraft with long range and endurance and equipped with contemporary systems, sensors and smart glass cockpit. It will have network-centric warfare capability, providing competitive advantage through networking of geographically dispersed forces along with multi-sensor data fusion, presenting a unified warfare scenario with advanced sensors like AESA radar, IRST, Unified Electronic Warfare Suite, and Missile Approach Warning System. The LCA Mark2 is going to be much more capable than LCA Mark1 and other single-engine fighter jets in its category. The Mark2 will have maximum takeoff weight of 17.5 tons with 11 hardpoints, where it can carry 6.5 tons of payload and will have internal fuel capacity of 3.3 tons. The Mirage 2000 under operations in Indian Air Force has maximum takeoff weight of 17 ton with 9 hardpoints, where it can carry 6.2 tons of payload and has internal fuel capacity of 3.95 liters. At the same time, SAB Gripen E has a maximum takeoff weight of 16.5 tons with 10 hardpoints, where it can carry 7.2 tons of payload and has internal fuel capacity of 3.4 ton. The LCA Mark2 will have length of 14.65 meter, span of 8.5 meter and height of 4.87 meters. The Mark2's wings have been widened so that it can carry Scalp bomb, which weighs around 1,350 kilograms. However, Mk1 and Mk1A do not have capability to carry Scalp bombs. Powered by single GF414 engine, the fighter jet will be capable of reaching maximum speed of Mach 1.8, service ceiling of 50,000 feet and G limit between +9 to -3.2. The LCA Mark2 will be integrated with advanced gallium nitride based AESA radar with nearly 912 TR modules. DRDO's lab IRDE has been working on next generation infrared search and tracking system for Mark2, which is also called FSO or Front Sector Optronics IRST. This system will provide coverage of ±80 in azimuth and ±40 in elevation. The sensor will use short and medium range infrared waves for tracking target. It can track a target not using afterburner from a range of 50 km facing the target's front hemisphere and from 100 km facing the target from rear hemisphere. It will have a laser rangefinder and having a range in excess of 10 kilometers. The integration of the FSO IRST is going to provide this Mark2 capability to hunt the adversary's fighter aircraft in silent mode or passively, which is needed edge in the modern aerial combat scenario in within visual range dogfight and is also effective against the stealth fighter jets. The LCA Mark2 will have unified electronic warfare suite with radar warning receiver, jammers and dual color missile approach warning system. It will have multi-sensor data fusion and net-centric warfare capabilities. The aircraft will also have an onboard oxygen generating system, and pilots will not have to carry oxygen bottle like they have to do in Mark 1 variant, which has limited endurance of just 1 to 2 hours. The O-Box system on Mark 2 can supply oxygen for almost 8 hours, compensating the rapid decrease in oxygen level at high altitude. Some of the distinct features of Mark 2 is going to be advanced avionics with large area display, smart heads-up display, fly-by-wire flight controls with upgraded digital flight control computers and indigenous actuators. This was today's update. Please let us know your views on this in comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind. We'll soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in the defense sector.